Good morning, class. My name is Elkie, and welcome to Kinstretch. So, we're going to do a few things today. We're going to start with the warm-up. The warm-up is known as CARS, which stands for Controlled Articular Rotation. So imagine this Kinstretch class as you go into the mechanic, right? You want to work on your car so you can be able to go on long trips and not break down. So the CARS that we do, the controlled articular rotation, is just working on your body to make sure that you can be the best version of yourself so you can do all the things that you want to do in the best way you can. Got it?
Hey!
So, to begin, there's a few things you need to know. There's something called irradiation. So irradiation is when you contract your body in order to put all that power and focus and intent inside your body so you can isolate each joint more specifically. If you're not contracted, then when you do stuff, it's kind of wibbly wobbly. But if you irradiate, if you contract your body, you can focus more specifically, and your contracted joints will help isolate the specific joint that you're working. So we're going to start with irradiation. So the way that I like to think about it, imagine someone's going to punch you in the stomach. You know how you brace yourself and you contract your belly? Let that spill into your legs and the rest of your body. So I'm just explaining now so you can understand. Just relax. I don't want you to hold this until we get started. So when you're ready, you want your feet to be hip distance apart, contract your body, keeping 30% tension at all times, and then we're going to work from our head to your toes, isolating each joint. First, we're going to start with the cervical. So to begin with, once we irradiate, I'll explain, and then you guys follow along. You're going to drop your chin to your sternum, keeping that body irradiation, and imagine that there's a marker on your chin. You're going to scrape and draw a line on your clavicle with that marker, making sure you don't twist your body, making sure you don't hike your shoulder, keeping your headlights facing forward at all times. So you have two headlights, here and here. You want them facing forward at all times. Once you get to the side here, you want to drop your ear to the back pocket, continuing to have that marker on your chin. Draw a line in the sky as much as you can, a semicircle, until you get all the way back around. When you get to the side, you should just stretch here, come down, mark your chin back to center, and reverse. You're just going to keep going with the flow. So you ready? So to irradiate, breathe in, pack that air down, 30% tension. Here we go. Drop the chin down to your sternum. Scrape that right collarbone with that marker as much as you can. Feeling a stretch on the left side. Almost like you're trying to look over your shoulder. Yes, keeping that tension in your body. Now draw a line from the sky with your chin as high as you can, making the biggest circle that you can. Keeping your headlights or shoulders facing forward. Yes, once you reach there, scrape that collarbone back to center, up, and reverse. Keep going as slowly and controlled as possible. Keeping that tension, you want to keep tension at all times, 30% tension. The more tension you have, the more you can focus that specific joint. Yes, always try to reach for more range of motion, more range of motion. Keeping that tension, making sure your shoulders don't move. Keep those headlights facing forward. Again, reverse. Scrape that collarbone. Drop that ear into the back pocket. When you draw the line in the sky with your chin, shut your mouth because you're supposed to keep it closed. Again, one more time. The other way, keeping that tension, scraping that collarbone. Dropping that ear into the back pocket, making the biggest circle that you can. Back to center. Once you finish that last circle, we'll move on to the next rotation. Good job, guys. Next, you're going to cross your hands in front of your shoulders, and we're going to work on your thoracic spine. So again, I'll explain it before we start. You're going to flex down. Imagine that the bottom half of your body is in cement. So this shouldn't be moving. So flex down, twist to the side slightly. Again, making sure your headlights are forward. This is cemented. The only thing that should be moving is this half of your body. So flex down, twist to the side, drop that elbow, and extend back. When you extend back, you don't want your neck to move. You want to keep it in that same position as you started. Extend to the side, drop that elbow, back to center, and up. Always continuing to irradiate the body. You guys ready?
Ready.
Here you go. Flex down, keeping the tension. Lock those thighs, lock those feet. Rotate to the right side. Drop that elbow down your right side and extend your spine slowly up. Keeping that chin tucked in, slowly and controlled. When you're in extension, I always imagine like when people used to crack someone's back in the days, they would get behind you and shake you. It's like that kind of extension that you want. Once you get back to the center, again, flex down, rotate to the side, drop that elbow, making sure that your hips continue to face forward, rotate, extend back, making the biggest circle that you can without compensating the hips. Center, around, all the way down. One more time, we're going to reverse that movement, back around, drop that elbow, extend the back, slowly extend, twist to the side, drop and up. Last time. Flex down, control, twist to the side, drop that elbow, keep that tension, keep that 30% tension. Extend up to the sky, drop that elbow, twist, down, flex, and up. Good job. Good. Feeling more, guys? You feeling more?
A little more.
Good. So next we're going to work on our scapula. So you know the song Y, MC here? So you can put your hands up like a Y, but then drop them down. And that's the angle that you want. It's a 30-degree angle. So again, keeping that tension, 30% tension in your body, 30-degree angle with your arms. We're going to do scapular. So first you're going to protract. Move your arms forward. Making sure you don't hike the neck forward. The only thing moving should be your scapula. So forward, again, yes, good. Up, elevate, 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 elevate. Always try to reach for more. Always try to reach for more. Yes, now back. Squeeze those shoulder blades back, making sure to continue to have a 30-degree angle. Yes. Always reaching for more. Keeping that tension. Now drop it down. Yes. Okay, good. Forward again. Protract, forward. Always stretching for more. Keeping that body tight. Lift, up. Yes, up. Good job. Now back. Retract. Yes. And depress. Bring it down. Now forward one more time. Keeping that 30-degree angle, and let's reverse it. Back. Squeeze those shoulder blades back. Yes. Up. Yes. Elevate. Keeping the tension in your body. Protract. Forward. And depress. Down. Now we're going to do it again, and in a solid movement. Try to make it one fluid movement. Keeping the tension in your body. Back, down, forward, and up. Back, down, forward, and up. Keeping that tension. Back, down, forward, and up. Now reverse. Forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. It's like you're giving yourself a back massage with your scapula. Forward, back, and down. Yes. And relax. Good massage, right? Okay. Shake it out. And we're not done yet. So, the next thing that we're doing is the shoulders. So again, always irradiating, keeping that 30% tension in the body. We're going to work one joint at a time, as I said. So we're going to start with the right hand. So when you do the shoulders, the shoulder cards, you want to imagine your hand like you're going to chop someone, karate chop. All your fingers are glued together. You don't want them like this. You don't want crab hands. No, Barbie hands, Ken hands. Keep them together. Okay? So arm is facing out. Imagine you have a little dot on the outside part of your elbow, right? Right here. So you want to turn it out, not just your hand, but you want that thumb to be facing out as much as possible. When you start the cars, I'll explain it and then we'll do it. When you dissect the space in front of you to start off, you don't want to twist your torso. Keeping those headlights forward at all times. You don't want to go off the road. So bring it up as slowly as you can, like the air is dense. Like you're in Indiana Jones and you're going through old spider webs and you have to get them out. So stretch your arm all the way up. Once you're here, making sure your head doesn't go to your bicep. You're bringing your bicep up to your ear. Once you're here, always reaching for more external rotation. Once you reach your sticking point, internally rotating without twisting your body back. Always making sure headlights forward until the back of your palm gets to the side of your thigh. Once it's here, reverse it. Lead with your thumb, internally rotate until you can't anymore. Externally rotating, fingers together, down into your side. Ready? Right hand, palms out. Core engage, irradiate, 30% tension, lock those thighs, lock those feet, lock everything, and dissect the air in front of you, slowly and controlled. Slowly and controlled. As slow as you can, keeping that tension, always reaching for more, externally rotating as much as you can, keeping the palm facing forward as much as you can. When you internally rotate, bring it all the way back to the back of your palm. It's on the outside of your thigh. Slowly and controlled. Once you're there, reverse it. Lead with your thumb. Keeping that core tight, Lead with your thumb back. Yes. Keep it tight. Yes. Like a tiger. All the way up. All the way up. Palm facing up. Yes. Beautiful. Control. Once you get to the side, we're going to do it again. Just 2 times. One more. Here you go. Dissect that space. Go. Keep it tight. Slowly and controlled. Yes, 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 yes. Good job. Nice focus. Good job. Focus. Yes, yes. Come on. Keep fighting for it. Always fighting for more stretching, more range of motion. Yes. Once you finish this last one, we're going to switch to the other side. Yes. Keep that palm facing forward when you're externally rotating as much as you can. Almost there. We're going to switch. We'll wait till everyone catches up. All right. So good. We get to do it to the other side. All right. Left hand, palm facing out. Irradiating. Breathe in. Pack that air down. Brace yourself. And externally rotate. Dissect that space in front of you as slowly and controlled as you can. Keeping your fingers together. Yes. You want to have the safest range that you can. If you feel any pinching, please avoid that. Try not to, let me know if you feel any pinching, but you shouldn't feel any type of pain. You can feel like crunching, that's normal, but if there's any pinching or pain, avoid it. Work your way around it. We're going to do these 2 times. So once you get back to starting position, again, dissect the space in front of you. Palm facing forward as much as possible. Try to get that pointing out. Yes, beautiful. Good job. Good job. Yes. Yeah, you're doing great. Good job. When you're in the back, when you're in internal rotation, lead with the thumb. Try to always fight for more. Bring it back forward. And that's it. If you're finished with your second rotation, we'll rest so everyone catches up. Good job. We're almost there. Those of you that are finished, you get a second to breathe. So for our hip cars, I'm actually going to have you lay on the floor, and we're going to do it on the floor, lying on our backs. So lie on the floor, lie on your backs. Again, I'll explain it, and then you guys can do it. I'll do it on the floor so you can going to be lying on our back, continuing to have 30% tension in our body. Palms facing down, contracting the body. You're going to brush your foot in front across your body until your heel is in front of your toe. You're going to externally rotate and draw a line up an imaginary wall until you're at the highest point of external rotation on the floor. Once you're here, you're going to turn your knee out as far as you can without letting your hips spill over. So if I'm here, I cross my foot over, continue to have that 30% tension on my body, scrape that heel up that imaginary wall as high as I can. In a perfect world, your feet would be a 90-degree angle. We don't live in a perfect world, so we take what we can get. Once we get here to our highest point, we turn it out without letting our hips turn over. So we lead our knee to the side until we can't anymore, keeping both headlights facing up. Once we're here, we drop our heel down as much as we can until we tap the floor. Once we're there, lift that knee, that heel up, externally rotating. Try to keep that heel as high as possible. Once it gets in front of your body, scrape it down that imaginary line and out. Here we go. Lying on your back. Hands to your side. Imagine that there's no space in between your palms and the floor. So keeping as much tension as you can, we're going to start with the right leg. Brush that right leg in front of you. Once it gets over your heel, slide that heel up an imaginary line as high as you can. As high as you can. Always fighting for more. That's fighting for more. Once you reach your highest point, lead that knee to the side. Yes, making sure your hips don't spill over. You still want those headlights facing forward. Once you get to your outsidemost point of external rotation, turn that knee and then turn that heel and try to get that heel to touch the floor.
No.
Try, just imagine. If you can't, just fight for it. And then once it's done, lift that heel up, bring it back to external rotation, keeping both hips facing forward. Yes. Slide that heel down that leg. And all the way back to the bottom. If you've done this before, standing, it feels a lot different when you're lying, right? I ain't lying, you are. Okay, now we're going to go to the other side. So with the left leg, brush that left leg in front. Trace it until your heel gets over your toes. Turn it out and draw an imaginary line against an imaginary wall with your heel until you're at the utmost point of external rotation. Always fight for it, always fight for it. Try to get a little more. Making sure that both hips, your glutes, are glued to the floor. Yes. Once you get there, turn it out. Leading with your heel. Trying to get that heel to tap the floor. Once you do, bring it back up. Cross it over. And slide it down as much as you can. So since we're here, we'll just continue to work on internal and external rotation once everyone's done. It's almost like easier. You're lying on the back. It's like you're relaxing, but you're not. So, again, we're going to stay in that same position, but bend your knees. Bend your knees. We're going to work one leg at a time. We're going to start with our right leg, externally rotate in and out in a slow and controlled manner. So try to keep that leg at a 90 degree. We're going to turn it in and slowly turn it out. Internally rotate and externally rotate. Try to keep that back flat. Try not to let your hips come off the floor. Keeping that 90-degree angle. Imagine you have a cup of hot coffee on your shin. You don't want to spill that hot coffee on you, do you? I don't think so. So continue to turn it in. Always fighting for more internal, more external, more ER, more IR. Yes. Keep going. We're going to do 5 of these. So 3 more. Here we go. Turn it in slowly and controlled, keeping that 90-degree angle as much as possible. Out. In. Out. Once you get to your 5th one, your last one, leave your knee internally rotated. So you did it 5 times. Have your right knee internally rotated as high as you can. If you could get parallel, great. If you can't, that's all right too. You're going to lift your left knee to meet your ankle. Yeah. External, yes. External rotation as much as you can. Lift your left knee to meet your ankle and hold it there. Keeping that tension, head down. Making sure the space in your back is non-existent. You want that back as flat as possible. Always reaching for more external rotation. Use yourself as a guide. This is passive stretch, so try to really push it. Keeping that tension, yes. Keep going, push it. You got this, Yes. Yes, come on. Holding it for 5 more seconds. And we're going to try to keep that right leg in external rotation as much as we can, and we're going to remove the left leg. So keeping that right leg where it is, drop that left leg slowly to the floor, and then bring it up. Trying to fight for more external rotation. Bring it up again. Slowly up, raising it up, raising it back up. Yes. Now again. Always fighting for more external rotation. Drop that knees down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, drop it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. 5, 4, 3. Last one. Drop it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. And uncross your legs. That was good, right?
It was good for today, guys. You should do more.
No. We got to do the other leg.
I forgot that to it.
Okay, so we did it to the right. Now we gotta do it to the left. Lay on your back, keeping that 30% tension, trying to remove any space you have in your lower back. Lift up your knee to a 90-degree angle. You have hot coffee on your chin, so you don't want to spill it. We're going to internally rotate as slowly and controlled as we can. Externally rotate as slowly and controlled as we can. And then slowly out and internally rotate. Making sure both hips stay on the floor. Don't hike up your knee. Have your glutes glued to the floor. Yes. Always fight for more. The only ER that we're going here is external rotation. Okay, keep going. Out. And in. We're doing this 5 times. Most of you are at 3. We're going to do it 2 more times. Always fighting for more external, internal rotation. At the last one, keep it in external rotation. Lift that right knee up to meet that ankle. Lift that right knee off the ground and passively hold that stretch. Continuing to fight for more external rotation. Hold it. Hold it. Push it. Push it to the limit. Keep going. Yes. Are you keeping that tension?
Yeah.
Is your lower back flat? Good. Now, while maintaining that external rotation, we're going to drop down the right leg on the count of 5 and bring it up. Trying to maintain that external rotation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. hand over your knee. So we're going to do some knee cars. We're going to start with our foot. Imagine again that there's a little marker right here, a little mark, and we're trying to turn it out to the corner as much as we can. Keeping that external rotation, we're going to lift it as controlled as we can, all the way up, all the way. Once you feel like you've reached your final point, try to give it some more. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. There, now turn it in, yes, and then down, down, slowly and control, control. Making sure your hand is over your knee. Yes, control all the way down. And once we get down, you go back up. Straight all the way up. Come on, push it, push it, push it. Yes, push it real good.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Turn it out, turn it out, turn it out. All the way down, down, down. That's it. We'll give you a little break. And next thing we're going to do are our ankles. So let's say position. We're just going to work on our ankles. So this part of your leg should not be moving at all, just your ankle. So we're going to start, same base position, grabbing that bicep, hand over your knee. You're going to gas pedal it down, turn it out, and make the biggest circle you can with your foot, as slowly and controlled as you can, as articulate as you can.
Oh.
It's a precarious position.
It's a precarious.
No, not yet.
We only just begun. Once you do 3 circles one way, we're going to reverse it. So turn it around, biggest circle, gas pedal it down. If you get a cramp in your foot, that's normal, because normally you don't do this on a day-to-day basis. And that's all. Last circle. Good job, and bring it down. Now we're going to do the other leg. You ready? Left leg. Put your arm under your left. Put your arm under your left leg. Yes. Grab your right bicep. Put your hand under your knee. And we're going to start with the external rotation. So keeping your heel on the floor, turn out, extend the leg up as controlled as possible. Try not to lean back. You're only working on your leg. Once you feel like you reach as high as you can go, try a little more. Keep pushing. Push it. Push it. Push it. And turn it in. And then control it down. 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 All the way to the bottom. Once you get there, keep that angle. Bring it up. All the way up, 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 up. Push it a little more. Push it a little more. Push it a little more. And turn it out. All the way down, down, down. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. We're going to do one more, other time. Ready? Here you go. Turn it out, lift it, all the way up, all the way up. Yes, as much as you can, as much as you can. Turn it in. Bring it all the way down, all the way down, 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 down. And leave it there. Guess what we're doing next?
Ankles.
Oh, choo-hoo, woo. Okay, so same leg, same position, different joint. So we're going to start with gas pedaling the foot down, turning it in, making the biggest circle you can with your ankle. Making sure the rest of your leg doesn't move. Only focus on the ankle. 3. Gas pedal it down, really articulate that foot. Circle, circle, slow and controlled. And reverse it. Good job. Finish that last circle. And here we go. So I think you guys feel warm, right? We can get to the real nitty-gritty.
Hey!
Okay. So you know how we did the internal and external rotation? It was leading up to the first base position that we're going to do, which is the pigeon. So in the pigeon position, our front leg, I'll start with the right leg. In a perfect world, would be 90 degrees, externally rotated. Our back leg is internally rotated. So we're going to hold this position.
I can't do that position. What do I do?
Okay, if you can't do that position, you could bend your back leg in a So modified position, as externally rotated as you can. So if you can't do 90, maybe 80, 85, 70, you know, work with it. See what you can do. But still always fight for more. So here we go. So we are going to do pails and rails. So holding this position, again, our goal would be to have our front leg 90 degrees, to have our back leg internally rotated and have no space between our lower body and the floor. But we work on their goals.
Let's go one.
Okay? So we are going to hold this position. We want to breathe in for 4 and out for 8. Breathe in for 4. You can put your hands on your side. You can put your hands on your side. If you can lean forward, go ahead. But just keep in mind, when you're leaning forward, you never want to round your back. It's almost like a diver or a ballet dancer. You go up before you go down. So always keep that back as aligned as possible. Again, breathe in for 4, out for 8. Breathe in for 4. I'll explain the pails and rails while you're holding this. Continue to breathe in for 4, out for 8. So pail stands for progressive angular isometric loading. So for the pails portion, since we're in this position, we're in external rotation, we're going to imagine that if this is the floor, I'm trying to get my foot through the floor and to the other side. So for the pails portion, we're going to try to imagine we're getting a foot through the floor and it's going to hit us on the head on the other side. Okay? So we have 10 more seconds. We're going to ramp up from 10 to 100, or your safest, greatest effort, increasing the intensity. Pushing that heel through the floor like you're trying to get it to the other side. Ready? 10% tension. 20. 30. 40. 60. Wrap up. Yeah. 70. 80. Safest, greatest effort as hard as you can. Come on, 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now put your arms up and imagine like you're trying to get your foot to lift off the ground. It's probably not going to go anywhere, but the imagery, try to lift that front leg off the ground. Try it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now back to the original stretch. And that newfound range of motion. Relax into it. You guys worked for a good job. Look at you. So we're going to hold this for 30 seconds. So good. Okay, slowly going to come up, and we're going to do this to the other side. So there's 2 options. You can try to do it without your hands, but if you need help, you can put your right hand down, or whichever bent leg is in front, you put that same arm down, bend that back leg, bring it in, and you're in the 90-90 position. You're going to swivel, turn out, bring it to the other side in the 90-90 position. And if you can, extend that back leg, the hind leg, straight. If you need help, you can put your hand down. And we're going to repeat it to the other side. If you can't do the pigeon, again, you can do a modified pigeon. Bring that front leg in a little bit. Bring the back leg in a little bit. And we're going to start just holding here. Again, breathe in for 4, out for 8. In for 4, out for 8. If you can, lower your torso. Go ahead. Yeah. Good job, guys. Don't forget to breathe. Breathe in for 4. Deep diaphragmatic breathing. Yes. Again, with the pails portion, you want to imagine like you're trying to get your heel through the floor to the other side. Internally rotate for the pails. Heel through the floor. For the rails, your arms will go up, and you're trying to lift that front leg up as high as possible. We still have 1 more minute. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Good job, guys. Keep fighting for more internal, external rotation. That back leg should be an internal rotation, the front leg, external rotation. Front leg, 90-degree angles if you can. Back leg straight behind you. Try to remove the space between your lower body and the floor. We have 20 seconds and we're going to start the pails. Again, we're going to wrap up for the pails, wrap up from 10 to 100 or your safest, greatest effort. Keep breathing. Okay, now here we go. Pails, pushing that heel through the floor, trying to get it to the other side. 10%, 20, 30, 40, it should be easy, 50, 60, 70, 80, safest, greatest effort. Safely as hard as you can. Come on, for 10, you can do it. 9, push it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms out, try to lift that, heel. Try to lift that leg, try to lift it. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now relax back into it. Yes.
I hate you.
Hold this for 30 seconds. You guys are doing great. 10 more seconds. So to come out of this, we're going to, again, the same thing that we did to come over here. The hind leg, the back leg, we're going to bend it, turn it in to a 90-degree angle. So we're in 90-90 in both legs. Rotate and come to the other side at a 90-90.
We got that.
So once everyone's here, try to get 90 in the front, 90 in the back. And if you want to know why we're doing 90-90, because it's right.
Angle.
Right angle. There you go. Okay. So for the first exercise in this 90-90 position, we're going to do something that is stretch. So you want to make sure your torso is facing forward as much as possible, the same direction as that front leg. And imagine I got crazy and I glued your leg to the floor so you can't lift it. So really try to get that knee down to the floor as much as you can. Yes, get that knee over here a little more. Yes, So your front leg is glued to the floor, right? And so for the kinetic stretch, the first part of it, it's like you're trying to bring your leg into your body, but because it's glued, it brings you down. So you want to make sure that you have that tension. You're trying to lift it, but you can't. It's glued, it brings you down, 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 down. And once you're here, it's like a magnet, and it's pulling you away. So you want to make sure that you keep tension the whole way down and the whole way up. Another analogy is, imagine that you have a balloon here, and you're trying to pop the balloon. So you want to keep that tension, try to pop it, pop it, pop it, pop it, pop it, pop it, and then come on, fill it up, fill it up. So we're going to go down in the count of 5, up in the count of 5. Keeping your shoulders forward, headlight always facing forward. There you go, hands at your side. If this is too easy, we have other options. You can put a block here to make it easier. You can put your hands here to make it harder. The hardest one would be up here. So you can do this, 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 or this.
So many options.
So many options. Yeah, that's you. And here we go. Choose your position. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. 5. Making sure your back stays flat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Here we go. Control it. Control it. Always keeping tension. Keeping that tension.
Go.
And up. Beautiful. So we're going to stay in this base position. But now we're going to work the back leg. So keeping that leg 90-90, we are going to lift the heel up and down. So the closer you are to the center, the harder it is to lift it. So you have to move slightly over to the same side as your back leg or your front leg, so you can lift it up and down. So we're going to do 10 full lifts. When you lift it up, try to control it, parachute it down. Here we go. Up. 1. Up. 2. Keeping that core tight. Up. 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 Last one. Good job. So now we're going to make it a little bit more difficult.
That was
Okay. So, again, you saw how we did just the heel up. Now we're going to lift the whole leg. Just a little hover. Just a little hover. Here we go. And up. And down. Again, up. And down. Here we go. Up. And down. Try not to let your body sway side to side. Up. And down. Up. And down. Up. And down. Okay. Now, last part. So, you saw how we went up and down? We're going to leave it up, out, and back. Out, and back. Okay? So you might have to lean over slightly to the side. Try not to over-exaggerate it. Just do it as much as you need to get your leg up. We're going to lift it up and kick it out 5 times. Hinge it out 5 times. Ready? Lift, hinge. 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, 5. Good job. So, from here, we'll continue. So we're going to do a swivel. So with that back leg, with that trailing leg, still keeping your headlights forward, we're going to lift the knee and lower. Lift the knee and lower. Control it. Lift the knee and lower. Lift the knee and lower. For this last one, we're going to lift it as far as we can until the front leg has no choice but to follow it to the other side, and we're going to rotate it into 90-90 the other way. And we are going to repeat that.
What?
The kinetic stretch, repeat it to the other side. Okay? 90-90. Arms out to your side. Front leg is glued to the floor. Trying to pop that balloon. Down for 5, up for 5. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, down. 5. Do that back straight forward. 3, 2, 1. Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4. Last one. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Again, we're going to stay in that same position, but instead of working the front leg, we're going to work the back leg. Keeping your headlights forward, we're going to lift your heel. So lift your heel up and down. Lift it up, parachute it down. Lift it up, parachute it down. Lift it up, parachute it down. Lift it up. You want to control it both on the way up and down. Again, up, parachute it down. Up, parachute. Last one, up, parachute it down. So next we're doing lifts. So again, you might have to lean over slightly, just enough to get your leg off the floor. So here we go. Ready? And lift. And down. Lift. And down. Lift. And down. Lift. And down. Lift. Down. Lift. Down. 2 more. Lift. Down. Last one. Lift. Down. Now we save the best for last. We're going to lift it and hinge out. Just for 5. Ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Lift and out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Good job. Still stay in that 90-90. We're not done. Just with that part. So we're going to swivel. So again, we're going to turn, keeping your torso facing forward. You're going to rotate that heel out and back down. Out and back down. Out and back down. Out and back down, making sure your torso is facing forward. Last one, turn it out. And when your front leg can't stay down anymore, it follows the other leg, but it doesn't like it, so it stays far away from it. And keeping that 99-degree angle, come to the other side. Good job, guys. So for the next part, we're going to stay in your space position. You have 2 options. If you don't want to use your hands, you can keep them out the side. If you need help, you can put your hand down the same one as you have the front leg. So we're going to go up, extend that front leg out, and bring the back leg forward and forward. Again, yes? So we're here, right? Where everyone is figure 4. So with this, we're going to get our hands and piano key, walk it out. And we're playing a sweet little melody until we find our end range. Once we're there, we're going to hold it for 2 minutes. Here you go. Again, breathe in for 4, and out for 8. Always fighting for more range of motion, for a deeper stretch. Keep giving it all you got. Keep those heels up. In a perfect world, there would be no space between your leg and the floor. We're fighting for that. Again, try not to round your back. We don't want rounded backs. We want long, straight backs. You have to go up to go down. Keep holding it. This is the last one. We'll do this and we'll take that. Keep reaching, yes. And you're in motion. Come on. Stretch it, hold it. Fight hit us in the back of the head. Okay? Here we go. 10%, try to get it through the floor. 20% through the floor. 30, come on. Ramp up. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Try to get that heel through the floor. Save this greatest effort as hard as you can. Try to get it through the floor. Here we go. Push it, push it, push it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now lift your leg up. Lift up. Right there, right there. Yes, yes, yes. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now drop it down and go back to your newfound range of motion. Hold it there. We're going to do one more part to this side. So, you know how for the rails we lifted our leg up? We're going to do that same position. You know the Y for the scapula? We're going to start with the arms like that, lift our leg, and then do tiny little circles. 8 in one direction, 8 in the other. So here we go. Starting with the right leg, the same leg that was standing that you had forward. Still in that base, that figure 4 position. Go back to the figure 4 position, the same leg that you had extended. And here we go. So arms up, lift your leg, small circles for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Small 3, 6, 7, 8. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Other way. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And relax. Woo!
Is it Justin?
So you're here, you're in the figure 4 position. You're going to bring that foot in like a butterfly and then extend the other one out. Pails and reels. Here you go. Again, walk your fingers out like a piano key to find that end range that you have your full extension. And hold it there. Slam on the keys and glue your fingers down. Breathe in for 4. Out for 8. You still want your back to be as straight as possible. Elongate. Breathe in for 4. Out for 8. Yes. 4, try to put it back. Yes, So again, with the pails portion that we're going to start, you're going to try to get your foot to go through the floor and hit you on the other side. We're going to round up from 10 to 100. Here we go. Continue to breathe in for 4, out for 8. Okay guys, now we're going to start the pails portion. So ramp up from 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Safest, greatest effort, as hard as you can. Try to get that heel through the floor and to the other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Arms up, lift the leg. 10, 9, So from here, we have 15 seconds more. We're going to bring our arms out to the side, bring our legs in to butterfly. So with butterfly, there are a few options. If you're extremely flexible, you would have to get a block to put under your feet to make sure that your knees go down as much as possible. If you're not as flexible, you can either push with your elbows down or your arms. So depending on your range of flexibility, elbows, arms, or block. I think some of you have blocks near you, so we can start with that. So, again, we're going to start with the pails. In a perfect world, our heels would be right in front of our crotch, our knees would be on the floor, and we would be able to fly. But we don't live there, so we get what we can take. So, we're going to hold.
She lives in a perfect world, huh?
See flag.
Continue to try to get more range of motion. Push with those elbows. Push down with those elbows. Yes. If your torso comes forward, make sure it's not rounded. You always want to have a flat, elongated back. So again, breathe in for 4, out for 8. With each exhale, we go deeper into the stretch. Deeper. So with the pails portion, we are going to push our hands, elbows, whatever you choose, down, while our knees are resisting it and trying to come up. And for the rails, we're going to put our hands out, and we're going to put our knees down like we're trying to take off and fly away. 1 more minute. Keep breathing, keeping that back balance. Keep pushing those knees down as much as possible. Breathe in for 4, out for 8. In for 4, out for 8. We got 30 seconds, and we're going to start the pails. Okay. Keep going. Keep that chest lifted. Yes. Try to push those knees down. So again, for the pails portion, you're using your arms or your elbows to push your knees away, but your knees are resisting and trying to close and shut. We got 10 seconds, and we're going to start the pails portion. We're going to ramp up from 10 to 100. Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Stay this for 8 seconds, as hard as you can. Come on, push. Fight for it. Come on, you can do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, now fly, come on, bring it up, go, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax.
I didn't fly, my soul was somewhere.
Alright, so slowly get out of that position. Shake it out. I want to give you guys a round of applause. You did amazing.